All right, so we're back with Sue Dixon from Partnering Horses with Humans, and Sue's going to run me through an exercise here. Jason from the Muskoka Horse Co was grateful enough to show us around the facility, and Sue, we're going to pass it back to you.
Thank you very much, Alan. So what we're going to do is do an activity that shows how our energy can affect the energy of the horse. And this is an exercise that you might use in a leadership activity. So this is a wand, and it's like an extension of your arm. So I'm going to get you to hold the wand in this hand. Excellent. And you're going to walk towards Danica and tell her to walk. Danny, walk. And now you'll stop.
Danny, walk.
Stop now, Alan. Yep. And say, Danny, walk, and move the wand. Just
Danny,
generate
walk.
some energy with that. So keep the wand over. There you go.
Danny,
put
walk.
it down. Put the wand down.
Okay.
And just move it on the ground. And say, Danny, walk.
Danny, walk.
Danny, walk.
Danny, walk.
Danny,
Come on,
walk.
Danny, walk. Danny, walk.
So, Alan, Danny's not walking for you. How does that make you feel?
It makes me think that I didn't do something right.
Okay, that's fair. So are there times in life when you want some action to happen and it doesn't happen fast enough for you?
Yeah, I would like COVID to be over.
Right on. So Danny's not really responding to you. So we have to generate a little more energy to get her attention.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is take the wand, put it on the ground, like don't drop it, just shake it, and say, Danny, walk, but use some intention with your voice.
Danny, walk. Please, Danny, walk. Danny, walk. Oh, there's a cat.
There is a cat.
Maybe the cat's got better energy than me right
Well,
now.
sometimes there's distractions when
All
we're
right.
trying to do our job and be leaders, right?
Danny, walk. Well, maybe I gotta walk too, though. Danny, walk. Come on, Danny.
So you're dealing with a distraction of the cat.
Yeah.
And so when you're doing your job, being a leader, do you get distractions?
All the time.
Okay, so how do you deal with that?
I would have to remove the distraction.
You'd have to remove the distraction.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could ask the cat to leave and see, you know.
Well, now the cat's calmed down. I think I gotta make friends though first to get the horse to follow me.
So you want to connect with Danica
Yeah.
before you start asking her to do stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me the wand.
Okay.
And why don't you go over and say hi to Danica and introduce yourself?
Hi, Danica. I'm Alan. Aren't you a beautiful animal? Do you want to walk with me? Maybe could I grab Danica by the...
Well, now that you've made a connection with her, she might be
Okay.
a little more responsive to you.
Danica, walk.
So when you went over to visit Danica and introduce yourself, is
Yeah.
that typically how you meet people? Is that how you introduce yourself when you meet people?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you went up, you were very confident. You didn't seem nervous around her. She probably weighs 1,200 pounds, but you seem quite confident.
Yeah, well, Danica doesn't seem to be intimidating.
No.
Seems to be very gentle.
So why don't we go back here
Okay.
and we're going to generate a little more energy.
Okay.
So I'm going to invite you, Alan, to put your shoulders back. Take a deep breath. And what I'm going to demonstrate is Danny, walk. Come on, Dan. Walk. Danny, walk. Walk. Good girl. Keep going. There you go. So, Alan, I'm going to give you the wand.
All right.
And what I want you to do is generate energy. Stick your, and say, Danny, walk.
Danny, trot.
Stay still with me, though. Good. So now you've got her trotting and there's energy.
Yeah.
So now I want you to bring your energy down. So I want you to put the wand down and curl up like a ball and say, Danny, walk.
Whoa.
Good. Now
Danny,
stick.
walk.
So now you brought your energy down and she slowed down. So now bring your energy back up by standing up and saying, Danny, drop.
Danny, trot. Come on.
Trot. Trot. So put the energy behind her and say, trot.
Danny,
Okay.
trot.
Excellent. So now bring your energy back down and say,
Whoa.
so bring your energy down even more. Curl up in a ball. There you go. Now you got her stopped. Excellent. So Alan, let's go on over and just do a little debrief on that activity. And you can just drop them on. How was that experience for you?
That was awesome.
So where do you think you showed leadership in this activity?
Well, I think I listened to you,
Right?
which is another form of leadership.
Right?
Lead, follow.
Sure.
Took guidance.
Right?
Took the information, made corrections to my activities, and then made a partnership.
And you sure did. And now her head is down. So in horse language, Danica likes you. Her head is down. Her ears are forward. You have built a relationship with her.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that horses teach us is relationship. As I said earlier, for people who have been sexually assaulted or life has been tough for them, this activity can be very empowering because you're using your body language to move a horse and your energy. And it just goes to show us that our energy has a lot more to do with what we put out and what we get back.
Well, thank you, Sue, for that learning
You're welcome. It was my
experience.
pleasure.
And
thanks, Danny. You're a good girl.
Yeah, very good girl. All right. Well, and Sue, if somebody would like to get a hold of you and get some leadership training, do you think it's value to do training with both the employer and the employees to you know, upper management, lower management, work together to try to figure that balance? Obviously, there was a relationship I had with yourself, myself, and Danny.
Right, yeah, and the dynamics can be quite fascinating when you put all that together and you put the personalities together and then you put the horse into the mix, and sometimes maybe the person who is on this end of the scale is the one who has a leadership quality that we didn't see because there was never a situation where that came up.
Well, it's amazing. They are big animals, but
They are.
how calm you feel once you're with them.
Yes.
And I've had fortunate enough to have had experience with horses for a long time, and that's what I've always noticed is how their nature makes you feel calm.
Right, yes. And you know, horses are built this way by design. Their brain has got more of a limbic system, which is all in charge of emotion, so they can tap into emotions really quickly, and often they will mirror back what we put out. I had a horse one time who lives here. His name is Presto, and a young person came out and we were doing this activity and he would not move. He would not move, and then he walked over and stood beside her, and she said to me, "Can I hug this guy?" And she put her arms around him and she cried. He knew that she needed to release something. He would not move, and when she did it, then he would move. So it was really, it's a true opportunity for me to be a part of that, and I can't take the credit for it. It's the horses and the activity that we do. I'm just lucky enough to facilitate it and be a part of it.
All right, so if you want some great management training and you know, taking pause, getting away from your office now is so important, so you can rethink things. And please get a hold of Sue Dixon, partnering horses with humans, and come out and get some training and refocus and reconnect. Thank you, Sue, so much.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's been a pleasure for me to work with you, and Danica says thank you as well.
So thanks, Danica. And again, if you're looking to connect, go to Aurelia.com, Aurelia District Chamber of Commerce. We can connect you with Sue, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.